Welcome back to Let's Play Mech Assault 2 for the first time. I'm Pop-Tarts Ninja, and we have a treat for you. I've got some guests with me, and we'll get to introductions right after the first set of cutscenes, because the game's just going to drop us right into them.
Microsoft is the T-1000.
It certainly was in 2002, or whenever this game came out.
That's what that logo is trying to say to me. Like, hey, I am the T-1000.
Well, plus the old FASA Studios logo, because guess what doesn't exist anymore? And I'm not sure if Day One did anything other than this.
You know what that reminds me of, and you know what logo hasn't changed in like 30 years? Is Bink
Lieutenant
Videos.
Foster reporting. Dragoons HQ listed us missing in
this
action
game
after
runs
the conflict on
Bink
planet
Video.
Helios. Missing is one way to
Of course it does.
Command knows where we are.
So,
The
plot of the
MIA
last
story
game, for
just
the
keeps
people who
attention
care,
off us as we develop
we
a
blew up a
prototype
super
from the
mech, and
armored
it
data
had a
core we
thingy in it,
salvaged.
and the thingy is
Major
magic,
Natalia says
so
the
we
black
took it
market
to
vendors on
a
Dante
planet
will provide the
somewhere
perfect cover
that's
for
way
our
off in the
research and field
periphery to
trials.
study it.
Ever since we liberated Helios and recovered this data core, things have been tense. Our mech warriors made a full recovery from his injuries, but he never really sleeps anymore.
Because he's a
He's
robot.
been unusually quiet lately.
I
as if
really,
he senses something
really love
I
how
hope the prototype
casual
battle armor I've
this
constructed
announcer
pays
is about
off.
all of this
I've been
stuff.
having a little
Yeah,
trouble with the
everything was
weapon
screwed up. Our
calibration
guy
system that
definitely
can't
has some
quite
sort of
nail
like
down.
horrific
The mech warrior and I are gonna
PTSD of
scrounge
some
the back
sort,
alleys for
but
an
He's actually a cyborg
what do you know?
now.
It's another
Major
day
never
at the
lets me
war
go
factory.
anywhere.
He doesn't sleep anymore because I have a theory that he is actually a Word of Blake cyborg, and this game is just a fever dream the Word of Blake have put into his head to make him kill civilians and whatever.
Seems legit.
I mean, it's why all the jump ships in the game work like they're in Star Wars.
All hands report. This is Major Natalia. All hands report. Hey, I know you guys think we're hiding out and no one will find us, but this isn't R&R. We need to test the battle
But
armor
yeah,
that
this is the
Lieutenant Foster's
most
been working
emotion
on.
we'll see out of our
Dante's a
mech
pretty
warrior
nice
in the
place,
entire
even if it
game.
is an R&R. You sure we don't have time for another drink?
Also, battle mech out of literally nowhere.
Where? Like,
Nobody noticed
Major?
it.
A mech.
It was disguised as a car this whole time. A walking car.
Transformers.
See, even the truck doesn't give a shit. He's just like, wow, that guy's hogging the road.
Oh, and the best thing is that
No,
particular
Major.
mech does
Wherever
not
we
show
go,
up again
everything
until the
blows up.
very end of the tutorial planet. They call that mech a
Who
stiletto,
are
but
these
it's
guys?
actually
What do they
not.
want?
I don't know,
Yeah.
Lieutenant Foster, but I
oh,
intend to find
I'm
out.
just really impressed at exactly how much its chicken walker legs are chickening.
And the
As
fact
it
that
moves
two
around.
guys on foot can outrun it.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, and it's got a
certainly doesn't seem to be
flamethrower,
trying
which is
very hard.
useless, but it's so useless it can't even hit two guys.
That's like the only thing that it's good for in the
Tabletop.
tabletop.
Because he
Yeah,
had to
no,
do the
that-
big, like, dramatic flamethrower sweep, and they were already going by the time it actually, like, was lined up.
Spoilers, we will
No
get that
choice.
mech at the
We're
start of the
using the
next
battle
planet.
armor.
It does have a flamer, and that flamer has a range of about
up to you now.
touch, so that's accurate for the game.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, well, it doesn't give any feedback when you're hitting something with it, so you can't tell if you're actually hitting anything with it.
Oh boy.
But yeah, we have some fancy, high-tech prototype battle armor, and this thing is fantastic. This is why I secretly love this game. I mean, we only get to use it like 4 or 5 times, and even that is enough, because it's great.
Should have just
Oh, watch the
Wow.
flying guys.
watch the flying people that literally are standing in the air.
Yup.
Oh my
that's
God.
the greatest.
Absolutely love it.
Mech Warrior, use that pulse laser and show them we
I
don't
was trying
appreciate
to
uninvited
shoot the
guests.
helicopter out of the sky with our
Sirs,
mortar,
we got
but I
more
missed.
trouble.
And I missed for a very good reason,
Counter-assaulting.
which
We're
I'm
in
going to
one
fix
heck of
right
a
about
crossfire
now.
here.
Still goes out.
Oh, gotta shoot the tank first. The mortar is, no lie, the most powerful weapon in the game. And it's on a battle
Better
armor.
than
But
anything
yeah,
you're
I
going to
forgot
get on
do
any
this.
of the walkers.
Inverted controls, man.
Unless you're playing a flight
Powerful
sim,
secondary
it's
weapon,
not okay
a
by
mortar.
me. I'm sure that's going
Switch
to be a hot
weapons with your
take for a
secondary
lot of
trigger.
people,
It
but
can be
it's
fired
not
a
okay
variable
by me.
distance.
Whatever
And
works,
how far
works,
you pull
but
your
it is
primary
strange
firing
that it's on by
trigger.
default.
Use it to destroy larger targets from a distance.
There you go. He's wondering how you kept missing.
Yeah, you can also
Oh.
grab onto buildings. It's fantastic.
Wow, this suit is pretty amazing, actually. There's not a lot of games that let you do that.
Objects marked by red
I am
must be destroyed.
quickly falling in love with
Blue-tagged
this
objects
suit.
need to be
It's also
protected,
faster
and
if you
green
side
nav
hop
points indicate
because
that
there
you
is
need to go
friction
to
when
that
you jump
location.
forward or back, but there isn't when you jump sideways.
Sir,
Sorry, is this
some
secretly a
objects
Marble
may
War
contain
Machine game?
supplies.
Well, I don't figure this out until, I don't know, the third planet. But yeah, you notice how much quicker that little side hop was than the
Yeah,
forward.
that was definitely enough to liquefy somebody.
So we literally cannot progress until we blow up that civilian truck.
Sure.
I like how there's all these things with wheels on them, and we've already seen like a regular utility truck with like flying like at like second story
Yeah.
level.
That gate I just blew up is an enemy spawner. Enemies will spawn out of it constantly. You notice the mortar took it out in one shot.
Of course.
And you will get stuck on the dumbest shit. Just the dumbest little tiny piece of geometry you will get stuck on.
For a minute there, I was wondering if you're if it was just going to have you latch onto nothing because it was easier to make a hitbox that.
No,
was
this
just a
game's got
square.
pretty good hitboxes, but yeah, this one's not even going to spawn anything because we blew it up too
Couple of more
quick.
problems, sir.
Say, look, like everything has wheels, or like that you're fighting against, but that truck doesn't.
Yeah,
Truck
well, it's
just
a hover
floats.
truck. It's a hover
Just-
truck. It flies. So the hover trucks drop power-ups, but usually it's just health, which it's the tutorial level. We're not really gonna need it.
I can't handle the blown up dudes that just get rocketed away at the speed of sound, but have absolutely no other reaction to it.
Yeah, there's no, Civilians do have an indication, or not civilians, but enemy troopers do have a death animation, but they only show it when you shoot them with a laser.
I'm picking up multiple signatures, sir.
Anything
This
that
doesn't look
would
good.
ragdoll them, there are no ragdolls in this game. But yeah, there's our aircraft carrier, our first one. The spoilers, the bad guys are the Word of Blake. The Word of Blake managed to land some aircraft carriers on the planet in advance, I guess.
Okay.
But
We'll go
yeah,
with
that
that.
aircraft carrier deployed tanks, which will not be the only time in the game something designed to deploy aircraft deploys tanks.
What is sense? I don't even understand
Warrior, you
anymore.
need to help us out
But
here.
yeah,
We're
see,
taking fire.
there's some troopers, and they actually do have
Okay.
death animations. They're all the same.
When you blow them up, they're just totally stuck.
It just flings them through the air. If you kick them with a battle mech, the same thing happens. They just go flying off into the sunset. It's hard to spot. And spoilers, I will not be using a battle mech on this planet until the very end of the actual planet. Because the game lets us use the power armor, and the power armor is better than a battle mech by far.
Call game mech assault. Make mechs bad.
Basically. Mechs are really sluggish in this game. They can still dodge. I tried to kick that civilian there, but the battle armor does not have a collision hitbox with like troopers.
So you can just phase through a whole bunch of that junk.
Yeah, pretty much.
Even better.
Another enemy spawner there.
I really appreciate how the enemy spawners are the same things that people are using to get to and from work.
Yeah, basically.
So,
They're
I
tunnels.
mean, you're...
Yeah, you basically just
you're
closing the
The
studio.
auto aim is so great, you don't actually have to be pointing at them in order to hit them.
This sort of happens by proxy.
Yeah, as long as you're in the general vicinity, if there's nothing else to shoot at, the game will just do it for you.
Whatever. You got
So
it.
yeah, this is how much worse the pulse laser is than the mortar. That was a fully upgraded pulse laser. I have used it all up, and this is an unupgraded mortar.
Nice work clearing the harbor, sir.
And nice work saving our bacon yet again. Foster, what do
Like
we have?
there are a few times when the pulse laser is useful, and you can't
But
grab onto stuff from
Wasn't one of
angles.
those times.
Our orbital scans are screaming red. Multiple dropships are planet bound.
That's one way to put it.
One's coming down way too fast.
Yeah,
It's been knocked out of the
Foster
sky
is,
by the others.
Kind of a moron.
Mech Warrior, get
It's
back
fine.
in that battle armor. I need you running point.
Mech
Whoever was in that
Warrior.
dropship
Mech Warrior,
crash
do
landed
not
to a
fly a
bomb
mech or
threat.
pilot a
Let's see
mech.
if we can't give him a hand.
Well,
But can we trust them?
I mean, I
Let's
could,
say
I just
have
don't.
a soft spot for my enemy's enemy.
But yeah, the
Sirs,
this is
we
the
have
first mech in
problems.
the game.
I'm reading a scout mech. Undetermined class. It's in the city. And it looks like the hostiles are bringing in large cargo ships.
Foster, that is a
troops and
cougar.
supplies.
We
Not
started in
good.
that the
Limit
last
the
game.
commentary, Foster. Mech Warrior,
That was a long
we need
time
to
ago.
stop that scout.
And he's
before
been
it
out
reports.
drinking.
Sink those
Remember.
ships,
He has
and then we need to
brain
find
problems.
that dropship.
I can
Sir,
relate
added
to
a really
short-term
cool
memory
feature
loss.
into the battle
Long-term
armor.
memory
That
loss.
Jump
cougar
near
also
an enemy mech
teleported
and
from
use
its
your claw
position
to latch on.
relatively
It'll bring
under
up
us
the
back down the
neurohack
street
interface.
to where it was
Sir,
when the cutscene
quickly follow
started.
the prompts to force the enemy mech warrior to eject.
So yeah,
Voila,
we can.
free mech.
I'm not
Work
doing a
quick
great
or the
job
mech
of
will
it
throw
with the
you
first
off.
cougar here,
Defensive
but
systems
we
may
can
do this as well.
hack mechs, which we just teleport onto the back of them.
It took quick
And
time.
it's just a quick time
Sir,
event.
now that you
And
forced
then
the pilot
we
to
force
eject,
the pilot
mech
out of
is
it. The
yours
mech
for the
is
taking.
dead. It will not get back up. The pilot does
Force
not
the
exist
pilot
as a
to
model.
eject.
There's another cougar
Sir,
over here
the
just chilling
ships
out on
are
that
inside
aircraft
the harbor.
carrier.
Go out and sink them. Careful, looks
Yeah,
like you have some sort of escort.
you could neuro hack it.
If I
or
hadn't,
you could
if I
destroy
had
it.
not
Oh,
dropped
hey.
the mortar close enough to the cougar to actually hit the cougar, I intentionally failed this one. But if I had not hit the cougar with one of those mortars, when the boat blew up, it would have killed the cougar outright.
Yeah, that's what I was sitting here wondering.
I was just I misplaced one shot. So yeah, that cougar's dead too. We could jump into those and pilot one, but
Why would you?
mechs
Don't even
can't
need to
neuro
find 'em.
hack other mechs.
We're sitting
the
here
nav
on
points I've set up, sir.
what
I
amounts
think
to
I've located the down dropship.
something with all of the firepower of at least a medium mech, with all of the maneuverability and fun of an elemental.
Oh, I kill
Right?
a summoner with this later with just the mortar. This has more than
Dear
the firepower
God,
of just a
man.
medium. Oh, at this point I was jumping into a cutscene trigger, and so I was wondering what happened because it didn't trigger.
Dropship really tore it
Okay.
up. This place is a mess.
Oh, and watch
like,
this
hey.
poor Kit Fox. It is just going to town on that door.
Having a grand old time playing Demo Man
So,
with a
If
substantial
you
lack of
side
demo.
hop here and jump fully, you can actually neuro hack this Kit Fox out of the air. I fucked up, and then I got caught on geometry, and then the Kit Fox did something that the game
Sir,
doesn't
that
tell
mech
you
has
about until the
reflective
last
armor.
mission in the
Lasers
game.
are less effective when
The
it's
Kit Fox
engaged.
pops its
Ballistic weapons
reflective
and missiles
armor,
will be
and
unaffected, though.
while an enemy has an armor effect active, you can't neuro hack it. Yet the game does not tell you that until the last planet.
Hopefully
Okay,
impolite.
yeah, I was going to say that seems rather random, particularly considering that.
Well, the game
Foster
doesn't
did-
think we're going to be in a battle suit at this point. The game thinks we're in a cougar.
because the game designers were also drinking.
Pretty
Clearly.
much. So we also got our first missile upgrade here to upgrade the mortar. So we now have the level 2 mortar. Every weapon has 3 levels: a base level, an upgraded level. Our pulse laser's now at level 3, and a mid level, or at a top level. At the base level, the mortar takes 4 shells to destroy a building. At top level, it takes 1.
Careful, sir. It's
So you're
crawling with hostile
quadrupling
mechs.
its damage,
I
more
marked
or
the
less.
Yeah,
capture path
basically,
as
it
friendly.
doubles
Help me.
every time, essentially.
Save
This
that
is
friendly
not
mech,
true
sir.
of every weapon,
Remember,
but
your
it is
reticle
true
will
of the
change to
mortar.
green
You
if
also
you're
get
currently
less
targeting a
shots
friendly
before
unit.
it
So don't
downgrades.
fire when it's green.
So we have 10 shots of the mortar here. And oh look, it's another
Oh, God.
Kit Fox.
The way it went black for a moment scared the crap out of me because I thought you
So,
would have fired the
we
frickin'
can't,
mortar point blank.
We can't take this Kit Fox, but we can shoot it to death.
Good job, sir.
Jesus!
Oh, and I've got the fully upgraded mortar. Oh, I was wrong.
That
It
is
takes 2 hits
one
to destroy
dead
a building.
pilot.
Find out who was in the mech. He's a hell of a pilot. Not quite, but thanks for the hand.
I was trying to neuro hack our ally.
Mech
It
Warrior,
won't let
why
go.
don't you escort your new friend back here.
Your new
I think we need to have a little face-to-face.
Like, why is everybody so awkward about this? Like,
Why not?
Hey, we have a female mech warrior. That's not exactly uncommon in the universe.
No, she's a pirate.
Oh, okay.
And
so
she's actually
maybe,
from
maybe they just know
Comstar.
something I don't then.
Yeah, well, Natalia Kerensky, our female narrator in that, knows her. So we get introduced
Yeah.
to her next mission.
Oh boy.
Okay,
So-
that's fair.
That might explain the
it's-
awkwardness.
Natalia's so pissed about this. I want her face in a frame right there.
Oh, you have no idea. She and Alira, the name of our pirate, who's actually secretly with Comstar, that has a great scene towards the end of the game. I'm not even going to spoil it. You will just die laughing.
This seems like something that'll happen.
It occurs to me we never actually introduced ourselves. I'm the last robot guy.
Oh right, yeah. And I'm cool guy. Not like it's terribly surprising that I would show up if RoboGuy's around.